Hello students, I hope the last lesson was not in vain and today it will be easier for everyone. So, today we have the following task. It's not more difficult than the previous one, but this time we will learn and apply a couple of new techniques. Let's get started. Step 1, as always, is planning. To understand what grid we need for the guide, I will again draw lines through all the points. We have 8 horizontal lines and 8 vertical lines. The distance between the lines in the center is twice as large. Therefore, it will be easier to make 9 cuts and then remove the central ones. One more important point. The figure is symmetrical, and we will take advantage of this. We only need to draw half of it, and the rest we will mirror using the modifier. Step 2. Create the guide. Make sure you are in object mode. Create a plane. Switch to edit mode. Select everything, right-click, and choose Subdivide. In the last action menu, increase the number of cuts to 9. Switch to Edge Selection mode. Select the 2 central loops and delete them. Switch back to Object mode. In the Object's properties, enable Grid Display. Now we need to rotate the guide 45 degrees. This is necessary for using the mirror. Press R, 45, enter. Done. Move on to step 3. Create a grease pencil object and switch to Draw mode. Let's set up everything we need right away. Open the Layers panel. This time we need 3 layers. 2 layers from the last lesson, named black and white. Plus, a layer where we will draw the shadow. Let's name it Shadow. It should be the top one in the list. Now the materials. We also need 3 materials. 2 materials with fill, named black and white. Don't forget to choose the appropriate colors. And also adjust the transparency in the first material. Create a third material, which also only needs a fill, but we will change the fill type to gradient. We will set it up later. You can start with the layer with black elements. Choose the black layer and the black material. Let's first draw the right angle. Choose the line tool and set the subdivision parameter to 0, so the line only has 2 points. Check the stroke density slider. It should be at maximum. We also don't need pen sensitivity. Don't forget to disable it. Draw a line in the right corner. Its position doesn't matter. Switch to Edit mode. In the Snapping menu, switch to Snapping 2 points. Enable Point Selection mode. Holding Ctrl, position the points of our first line like this. Then, using extrusion, draw the outer angle. Now we need to draw a triangle. To do this, copy the selected point, place it in the same position with the right-click or escape key, and extrude it 2 more times. 4 black elements remain to be drawn. Again, duplicate the point, place it in the required position, and draw the next element. Again, copy the point, place it in a new position, extrude. 1 more. And the last one. Done. Switch back to Draw mode. Switch to the white layer, choose the white material, and draw a line. Return to Edit mode. Position the points of the new line along the figure's border and use extrusion to draw the element. If the color displays incorrectly, check the lighting influence on the layer. Let's disable it for all layers and return to the layer named white. Everything is as usual. Copy the point, place it in the required position, and draw the element using extrusion. Almost done. Let's open the Modifiers tab and add a mirror. The figure looks too flat, and now we will add some volume with a shadow. Switch to Draw mode. Select the layer named Shadow. Choose the shadow color. And draw a line. This time, the line's direction matters. Let's draw it like this. This is the start point. This is the finish. Switch to Edit mode. Determine the shadow size. Now we need a shadow here. So, we need a rectangle 1/4 cells in size. It is not possible to draw the shadow here because there is a gap of 2 cells. So, draw the figure nearby, where there is something to attach to. Attach the points to the required position and extrude the stroke to the correct rectangle. Now select the stroke fully, move it slightly above the required position, and then attach it to its final place. I hope there are no questions about snapping, and you understand how to do it. To avoid questions on this topic, I highly recommend studying the basics on the YouTube channel. There is a detailed lesson on alignment and snapping. So, where were we? We have a shadow. It's time to set up the material. First, the color. Let the first color be black. And let's also choose black as the second color. But reduce the alpha to a minimum. Also change the blend value to 0. We got a transition from black to full transparency. The transition is not visible yet because the stroke is small compared to the gradient scale. Let's find the scale option on the x-axis and enter the value 0.1. Now move to the location X parameter and adjust the gradient shift left and right to the desired position. Better. Now select the stroke, copy it, place it below. Rotate the copy 90 degrees counterclockwise and attach it to the required position. Add shadows in 2 more places. But we need to change their shape. Copy the lower shadow stroke. Place it slightly above. Rotate it 45 degrees. Attach it like this. Select the 2 lower points and attach them here. If you can't select the shadow stroke points separately, just lock the other layers. Now, to prevent the shadows from overlapping, we need to adjust the angles. Select the second and third points in turn and attach them to the required positions. The stroke now has the correct shape, but the gradient angle does not match our goals. Now the gradient is directed to the southwest. And we need a direction strictly to the west. We cannot adjust this with global settings because the changes will affect all strokes with this material. Therefore, I suggest adjusting the gradient angle using the Transform Fill tool. Activate the tool, choose Rotation, select the required stroke, and change the rotation angle to -45 degrees. You can do this approximately. The current rotation value can be seen in the toolbar at the top left. The last stroke. Copy the new shadow. Place it to the right. Mirror it along the x-axis using scaling and attach it here. Done. You can hide the guide. Exit to Object mode and apply the mirror. Now return to Edit mode, unlock all layers, select everything, and rotate 45 degrees. We are finished. Everything is even, strict, optimal, and correct. Relax. Bye-bye.